I was on a plane to California. I had all the time I'd ever need. Did you even know I was looking for you? I think that I was hiding in between. How long, how long, how long did you wait for me? How long, how long, how long did you really need to figure it out?
Alright guys, so here we are. The first hole is par 5, 429 meters from the yellow tees. I chose to hit the driver because the golf course was super wet, so the ball was staying where it landed. So as you see, I pushed the drive just a little bit to the right, and there's like a downslope if you get onto the tree line, and then it jumps into the trees basically. So I took a 9-iron and just punched it out to the fairway basically because I was completely blocked by the trees. So here we are, just off the fairway, but I have like 100 meters in, and I took a 54 degree to try and get it on there for a birdie chance, or at least to have a good chance for a par. Alright, so the approach shot didn't really get there. I just caught it slightly off the center towards the toe, I think. But yeah, I have a decent, pretty easy chip from there, so hopefully we can get close so I can get the par. I made a mistake and I didn't catch the par putt, but I made it, so I got a par on the first hole. So second hole is a nice short par 3. You generally want to hit the green because there's down slopes quite severely on both sides if you don't manage to get in the bunker, that is. So I chose to take just a knockdown 8-iron, but I pulled it slightly, which I normally do if I take a little bit off the irons. So I'm just off the green to the left, and I just take a 60 degree, and I go under the ball basically, so it doesn't even get close to getting there. So not my best effort, but we have a chance for a par. So
The other one was like skipping.
Yeah.
This one didn't skip.
Because that one is in the sun. It's more dry. This one is never in the sun because of the trees, so it's always wet.
So a nice confident putt, around 2 meters or so, and yeah, no doubt, nice par. The third hole is par 4, 372 meters, and I'm hitting a 3-wood, which I usually hit on this hole.
I think it's lost.
No,
No, I saw it bouncing. So I don't think it's gonna go too far. So I hit it a bit of the bottom.
well, it's better there
Yeah, I've been there before actually. So
than to the right.
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I pulled my shot just a little bit to the left. The next shot is quite interesting because it's super downhill. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but
It's too short.
so I'm just short of the bunker, and I have to carry it quite a bit. The flag is in the back of the green, so I chose to hit my 54 and a bit of a lower shot, and it turns out really well.
It's gonna go a bit left, or
It looked like it there. Because this is to see there's one of the most difficult holes.
this one.
Yeah, see the trees.
Yeah, you have to be quite precise on this golf course. So yeah.
It's not that long. So you don't need much carry.
Okay, 2 iron. How far is the bunker on the right?
To have 50 to 70. You aim on the left edge of the bunker.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's left edge.
Perfect. Yeah, you can't get more left edge than that.
So yeah, I hit a really good tee shot with my 2 iron just at the left side of that bunker, and gave me around 150 meters in. So had an 8 iron to hit. The ball was quite a bit above my feet, and I tried to cut it in there with a fade, but I caught it a bit thin, and yeah, not my best shot. And here my tripod fell over, so this was my first round I tried to record, so I had a really cheap one. I'm trying to get some better equipment, so hopefully the quality of the video should improve as well in due time.
No. Somebody was calling me right when I was coming. I didn't break much, huh?
No, it didn't break much.
So I'm hitting the 2 iron again, which is a club I use a lot on this golf course because accuracy is key really. You want to put yourself in play, and also the holes are not too long. Anyway, I had a pretty decent shot. Fades a little bit more than I would want, but still perfect position to attack the green. The main thing on this hole is just to stay out of or away from the tree you see to the left of me there, so either right or left of that one, and then you can go for the green. So I have around 110 meters in, so it's just like a soft pitching wedge for me, so try and control it in there.
Oh, that's too much. Hit the pin.
That was really good.
This green is completely dry actually. So
Yeah. No, but not really.
compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah. That one, sure.
So with this putt you can see it's still start of the season for me, so sometimes the touch isn't really there, so I blew this putt yeah, a bit past the flag, so I'm struggling to come back to make a par now. Unfortunately, it's a 3 putt on this one, so I managed to get away with a bogey, which sucks since I hit like 2 nice shots to get on the green, but it is what it is.
Golf, eh?
The sixth hole is one of the easiest ones on the course. It's par 3, 144 meters, just slightly uphill, but there's not any real trouble. But I managed to catch it thin, and it goes just off to the right a little bit. So I hit a super nice chip here. It's like a medium distance with a 60 degree, and my goal was basically to land it just on the fringe and then have it roll out, and it did exactly that.
Depends on the first half of stage.
Had it bounced more than in the Avon green, but on the green.
Yeah, probably perfect.
Hey, not too cool as well.
Chance of me hitting the fairway is not so high anyway.
Here I just hit an absolutely terrible drive, like over the top, open club face. Just yeah, off to the right basically. Yeah, I'm struggling a bit with the driver early on in the season usually, so hopefully I get that sorted soon.
Yeah, I came back in the right.
Let's see if I can get lucky.
Terrible.
So I was lucky that the ball stayed in play and it came back in, but I have an absolutely terrible stance with the ball is way above my feet, and also as you'll probably see, it's super slippery. So I'm lucky I even make contact with the ball. So here you'll see one of the early season mistakes you make, because this is my third shot and I'm still like 260 out, and I'm still taking the 3-wood, even though I should just take, I don't know, like a 6-iron or something to lay up. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, and obviously I lose the ball right, and yeah. And here you'll see I have to go all the way up to the tree basically to have a look around the house, because my line is directly over the bushes, over the house, to the right of the big tree, and then I can manage to just land on the green if possible. So I'm super blindsided at this point.
Good, is it?
So I managed to get almost to the green even with a chance for par, even considering all the bad shots I hit previously on the hole. So we'll try and make the best of it, even though weren't playing very good. So yeah, I managed to get away from this hole with just a bogey, which considering is not too bad.
Same exact hole.
I was trying to hit the draw though. Oh, this one is short on the
Exactly the same.
So I took the 3-iron off the tee and I pushed it too much, so I'm actually blocked by the trees here. So as it's the winter, there's not too many leaves on the trees, so I go for it and try and get it through, and let's see.
It actually went through completely.
I didn't see it.
Just slightly long as it leaves.
Well, do you want to see where I hit in mine?
And the guy I was playing with, his ball actually managed to finish underneath the bridge. So the hole is like tilting away from me, so I'm very cautious of it getting away from me, and I managed to leave it way short, so just short-sighting myself once again, so it's great. So now I'm struggling to make par. I give it a good effort, but obviously it's not a high chance make from that distance, so.
Is it drawing or no? It's good, is it, or?
It's actually really nice.
Did I saw it go over the trees?
Yeah, no, it was fucking bloody perfect.
So here I managed to go through the tree line, but actually I have a gap in between the tall green tree and the dead trees on the left, so I just managed to put it in through the slot there.
It's alright.
Alright guys, so we're coming to the end of the video. This was one of the first rounds of the year for me, so I shot 4 over par on these 9 holes, which is not too bad. There were some good shots and some bad shots. Anyway, as you may have noticed during the round, is like the clubs I'm using are too short for me. They're like the ones I grew up with when I was younger. But I'm gonna bring down to Italy some newer custom fit clubs. I have home in Denmark, so hopefully I'll be able to shoot some better scores and bring you some better golf. If you have any suggestions to any future content or what you like or didn't like, please let me know. And if you don't mind, subscribe and like the video. Thanks.
I was on a plane